My beloved child, I knew you would open this, because I whispered to your spirit, now is the time. You didn't stumble here by accident. No, you were drawn, because the enemy has been plotting against you, and I've come to put a stop to it. You've felt the pressure building. You've sensed something in the shadows. You've had sleepless nights, your mind racing, heart heavy, wondering why everything feels so fragile, so off. I saw it. I saw the traps he laid behind your smile. I saw the whispers he spoke into your mind when no one else was listening. And I saw the moments you almost believed him, when you thought maybe you were cursed, maybe you were forgotten. But listen to me now. You are not forgotten, and you are not unprotected. There has been a silent war over your life, and I've been fighting for you. Yes, fighting. When you couldn't pray, I stood guard. When you cried alone, I sent angels to collect every tear. When you felt like giving up, I held the pieces of your heart in my hands. Because you are mine, and no weapon, no demon, no curse, no scheme shall prosper over you. And now, in order to receive blessing, type Amen 1111. But, child, you must hear me now. The enemy has been planning something fierce, timed for this season. He thought you were vulnerable. He thought he could catch you unaware. He's been using delays, confusion, even people close to you, to wear you down. But I have exposed him. This message is your divine warning, your moment of covering. I will not let you walk into a trap unarmed. I came to shatter his plans. That's why I'm calling you into alignment, into prayer, into authority, into boldness. You are not weak, even though you feel weary. You are not outnumbered, even if you feel surrounded. You carry my presence. And child, when I am with you, who can be against you? You've asked me, Lord, why has it been so hard lately? And I tell you now, because the breakthrough that's coming is so great, hell had to try one more time to stop it, but he's too late. Because you opened this, because you listened to my voice, because you trusted the tug in your spirit when everything else screamed, quit. I'm increasing your discernment now. You'll see things you couldn't see before. The masks will fall off people you thought were for you. The motives will become clear. You've been in a season of testing, but now I'm bringing you into a season of separating. What cannot go with you, I'm removing. What was delaying you, I'm revealing. And what was trying to destroy you, I'm defeating. The enemy can't touch what I've covered. And you, my beloved, are covered. But don't return to slumber. Don't let comfort dull your alertness. The hour is late, and the battle is real. But so is the victory. So is the promise. So is the reward. You are being promoted in the spirit. You're not just surviving. You're being positioned. The attacks weren't confirmation of your weakness. They were proof of your assignment. And yes, the enemy tried to confuse your calling. He tried to make you feel behind. But I say to you now, you are exactly where I need you to be, because I can accelerate what man tried to delay. I can open doors that were bolted shut for years. I can restore what was stolen and give you double for the pain. You're not late. You're right on time. This is your moment to rise. But first, listen closely. There are decisions you must not delay, places you must stop going, people you must stop letting into your heart. I am shifting your path because I love you too much to let the enemy poison what I'm building. It's not rejection, it's protection. I'm pruning the garden of your soul because what I'm about to grow in you must flourish. Now take this seriously. An unseen battle is ending. because your obedience today has activated my intervention. I am sending my angels to stand between you and what meant to destroy you. I'm commanding peace over your mind, clarity over your next steps, and fire over your enemies. They will see you rise. They will watch you bloom in the very place they tried to bury you. And when they ask how you made it, you will say, Jesus kept me. Jesus fought for me. Jesus called me. So, my child, do not fear what's ahead. Do not mourn what I remove. Do not shrink back from your anointing. This is your moment of protection. This is your hour of power. This is the message that breaks the enemy's assignment off your life. And if this word stirred something deep in your spirit, if you know it was for you, like, comment, and subscribe so I can keep sending you the messages that are only for you and continue blessing you in ways you don't yet see. Now breathe, lift your head, because I have more to say. And what comes next will awaken something you thought was gone forever. Let me show you what the enemy feared. It wasn't your past. He's seen worse. It wasn't your mistakes. I've already covered those. It was your potential, your hidden oil, your coming influence. He saw the glory I placed in you, long before you did, before you had the courage to dream, before you knew how to pray, before you even believed you were chosen. He saw it. He saw the calling, the authority, the light, and he panicked. That's why the warfare has been so targeted. That's why the relationships felt like betrayals. That's why your thoughts became battlegrounds. Not because you were failing, but because you were about to awaken. You don't fight this hard unless you're dangerous to darkness. And you are. Not because of who you are alone, but because of who I am in you. You carry my spirit. You are clothed in my power. You have access to realms the enemy was cast out of. That's why he's tried to wear you down, to make you forget what you carry. But hear me now. You're stepping into remembrance. You're about to see the fullness of what I placed in you, because you've stayed. You didn't give up. You kept believing, even through the exhaustion, the confusion, the silence. And I count that as faith. You may have felt weak, but even your whisper was worship to me. Even your silent hope was a weapon against the kingdom of darkness. And I received it. Now I release this over you. Supernatural strength. The kind that doesn't make sense. The kind that stuns even your enemies when they see you still rising. You are being marked today, not with fear, not with failure, but with fire. The kind of fire that purifies and protects. You'll walk through what others drown in. You'll carry peace in places chaos once ruled. You'll open your mouth and heaven will move. But I must tell you this, beloved, you cannot go back. Back to what felt safe. Back to what distracted you. Back to the mindset that made you small. The enemy has been using your memory like a weapon, trying to convince you it was better before, when you didn't dream, didn't risk, didn't believe. But you know that's a lie. Because deep down, something in you longs for more. Not more fame, not more things, more of me, more purpose, more of the reason you were created. You are not ordinary. That's why your trials have not been ordinary either. You were forged in fire for a reason. I let the heat rise, not to destroy you, but to refine you, to make sure your spirit would outlast the storm. And now you're here, in this exact moment, because I needed you to remember this. You are dangerous to hell. You shift atmospheres when you pray. You dismantle demonic structures when you obey. You release generational blessings when you trust me, even in the waiting. That's why the battle has been so long. Because what I'm birthing through you will impact more than just you. You're breaking things your family couldn't. You're healing wounds that ran for generations. You're choosing faith where others chose fear. You are the turning point, and I will not let the enemy take you out. You are shielded. You are covered. You are not alone, not for 1 second. I am placing fire around your home. I am placing angels on your path. I am releasing clarity where confusion ruled, because the enemy tried to get ahead of your promise. But I have the final word, and here it is. It is done. What he meant for harm, I'm turning to harvest. What he tried to steal, I'm restoring with interest. What he hoped would shame you will become the story that sets others free. So stand up, my child. Don't hang your head. Don't water down your worth. Don't silence your song. The world needs what I put inside you. And the enemy, he's afraid, because now you know. You know who you are. You know who I am. And you know that he's already defeated. Now walk boldly, because this is not the end. It's the beginning of the greatest stretch of your life. And I will walk with you. Every step, every breath, every moment. There is something I need you to understand, something the enemy hoped you would never realize. He only has access where you give him agreement. And I've come now to break every agreement that wasn't of me. Some were made in pain, some were inherited, some came through words you didn't even realize were binding. But I saw them all. I saw the open doors. I saw the spiritual contracts signed through trauma, compromise, silence. And today, I am tearing them up. Every word curse spoken over you, I revoke. Every lie you believed about yourself, I cancel. Every demonic foothold that was claiming territory, I remove. Because you belong to me, you are sealed by my blood. You are not the property of pain, fear, addiction, or failure. You are mine. Yes, there were patterns in your family. Yes, there were habits you fell into. Yes, there were moments you said, "Why do I keep ending up back here?" But child, look at me now. You are not bound anymore. I am breaking every chain the enemy tried to use to claim ownership over your future. You don't owe fear anything. You don't owe depression anything. You don't owe your past a single drop of your destiny. I am doing a cleansing in your spirit. I am purging old agreements. I am silencing voices that don't belong in your soul. Because where I am taking you, purity matters more than performance. You've tried to prove yourself. You've tried to be strong enough, holy enough, faithful enough. But child, I was never waiting for your perfection. I was waiting for your surrender, and you've given me your heart, trembling, uncertain, scarred, but willing. That is enough. Now watch what I do with it. I will pour new oil into you. I will ignite fire that burns through every lie. I will plant truth so deep inside you that the enemy won't recognize you. You will walk differently. You will think differently. You will speak with new power, because the ties are breaking, the old cycles ending, the spiritual attacks reversing, the torment stopping. I am issuing a heavenly ceasefire against the war that's been waged over your mind. And this is what I speak over you now. Peace, not the kind the world gives, not the kind that fades when storms come. My peace, supernatural peace, peace that guards like armor around your soul. You've lived too long bracing for bad news. You've spent too many nights expecting the next disappointment. That's not your portion anymore. You were not made to live on edge. You were not born to carry anxiety as normal. You are not an accident. You're not a victim. You're not one who barely makes it. You are a vessel of glory. You are my chosen one, royal, set apart, called. So today I rebuke the voice that told you otherwise. I confront the voice that said you'll always struggle. I silence the lie that said breakthrough was for everyone else but you. That voice was not mine. I speak life over your identity now. You are blessed, you are protected, you are highly favored. Even if your surroundings haven't caught up yet, they will, because where your spirit goes, your life will follow. Your inner atmosphere is shifting, and soon your external atmosphere must obey. I am bringing alignment. You've been pulled in too many directions. You've been stretched emotionally, spiritually, even physically. But now I bring order. I bring stillness. I bring restoration. And no, not just in your emotions. I'm restoring things you thought were gone forever. Relationships, finances, dreams, opportunities, time. I can give you back what was stolen, and I will. But I must do it on my terms, not the enemy's schedule. That's why the delay happened. Not because you failed, but because I had to break the enemy's right to touch your harvest. If I gave it too early, it would have spoiled. If I released it before healing, it would have harmed you. But now, you are ready. Ready to walk in power. Ready to take authority. Ready to stop apologizing for the oil on your life. Don't shrink back. You have been made new. The warfare didn't kill you. It qualified you. And now, the shift begins. My child, tonight, I draw a line in the spirit. No more torment, no more cycles, no more unauthorized access. The enemy has trespassed long enough. He's whispered in your sleep. He's planted fear into your thoughts. He's tried to turn your heart against your own calling. But now, I declare his time is up. There is a war you don't see, but I've already won it. And now, I enforce it over your life. What was once a stronghold, I'm turning into a sanctuary. What was once a battlefield, I'm transforming into a garden of peace. Yes, even the places that hurt, even the memories that still sting, even the places you avoid when you pray. I'm entering them now, not to shame you, but to deliver you. You have been carrying burdens that were never yours, carrying blame that didn't begin with you, carrying pressure that came from wounds not from me. But I never asked you to be perfect. I asked you to be present. And you are. You're here, listening, not just with your ears, but with your soul. You didn't come looking for information. You came because your spirit was crying out for truth. And here it is. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not failing. You are in transition. The shaking you feel, that's me, not the enemy. I am shaking off the weights that don't belong. I am shaking you free from agreements you didn't even know you made. I am shaking your soul awake. Because where I'm taking you, you can't carry fear. You can't carry compromise. You can't carry their opinions. This next place requires boldness. It requires fire. It requires your yes, even when you feel unsure. But you don't have to do it alone. I go before you. I walk beside you, and I place my hand behind you to guard what you can't see. Because the enemy still watches. He still waits. He still studies your patterns. But from this moment on, he will find nothing in you. The doors are closing. The legal rights are broken. The demonic claims are dismissed. He cannot touch what I have sealed. He cannot enter where my blood covers. He cannot curse what I have blessed. And beloved, I have blessed you. I know it didn't always feel like it. There were seasons when everything screamed, Where is God? There were nights when the silence was louder than your prayers. There were moments when you said, "Maybe I missed it," but you didn't miss it. You didn't miss me. I've been watching over you, closer than you knew. I counted your tears. I caught your prayers before they hit the ground. I stood between you and dangers you'll never know about, because you are precious to me, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You are my child. You are my design. You are my joy. And I don't let my children fall without a purpose. I don't let them suffer without sending angels. I don't let them walk through fire without adding glory to their name. Yes, you are coming out with glory. The same people who questioned you will wonder how you didn't break. The same ones who thought you were done will see the light returning to your eyes, because this is a public reversal, not for your ego, but for my glory. I am not just restoring you in private. I am preparing to honor you in front of those who once watched you weep. Even your enemies will witness your elevation. They won't be able to stop it. They won't be able to understand it, because they weren't there when I chose you in secret. I am raising your name, not for fame, but for influence in my kingdom, and I will do it without striving, without manipulation, without compromise. Your obedience is enough. Stay close to me. Don't run ahead. Don't rush the process. For what I build in my time, no man can tear down. So rest now, beloved. You don't have to fight alone anymore. Let my angels war for you tonight. Let my presence guard your heart. Let my word be the sword that keeps every lie out. This is your turning point, from torment to triumph, from survival to sovereignty, from delay to divine movement. This is the night everything shifts. You've felt the pressure rising. You've sensed something moving against you. But what you didn't see was how many angels I assigned to stand in the gap. While the enemy plotted, I posted sentries. While darkness whispered, I loosed divine warriors. And even now, between you and the very thing that was sent to destroy you, I've placed a barrier of glory. You are not defenseless. You are not exposed. You are not outnumbered. Heaven is on your side. The battle you feel in your spirit, it's not your imagination. It's the result of what you carry. You carry a prophetic assignment. You carry generational breakthrough. You carry promises that make hell tremble. And that's why the enemy keeps pressing. Not because you're weak, but because you're chosen. But hear me clearly now. Every demonic ambush is being intercepted. There are things I blocked that you'll never even know existed. There are traps I dismantled before you reached them. There were accidents that were scheduled, and I canceled them, because I do not slumber, and I will not allow what I love to be destroyed. Yes, the enemy roars, but he cannot devour what I have claimed. And child, I have claimed you. Even when you doubted me, even when you wandered, even when you felt too tired to pray, I remained. I kept watching, I kept covering, because my covenant is stronger than your crisis. And now, I am reinforcing the walls around you, walls of fire, walls of favor, walls of intercession. I am even stirring people to pray for you, people you've never met. I am raising voices in secret who are speaking your name in heavenly places. Because when I call someone blessed, all of creation begins to respond. You are not walking into this next season alone. You've walked through betrayal. You've tasted abandonment. You've been the one who had to keep going without help. But I am changing your atmosphere. I am sending divine partnerships, people who carry discernment, People who don't compete, they cover. People who see the oil on your life and protect it, not exploit it. You've sown in loneliness, but you will reap in covenant. And as I surround you with the right people, I am removing the ones sent to drain you. Some connections are being pruned, not because of hate, but because of purpose. I saw who could not go with you. I heard the thoughts they never said aloud. I felt the dishonor hiding behind their smiles. And now, for your safety, I am cutting the cords. Do not mourn what I remove. I never take anything without preparing to give something greater. You prayed for protection. Now trust me with the process. You asked for peace. Now let me clear the space for it to fill. You cried out for freedom. Now allow me to close the doors that kept you bound. And child, listen closely. Not everyone with access had authority. Just because they were near you doesn't mean they were assigned to you. I'm correcting that now. I am realigning your circle. I am filtering your environment. I am restoring your inner peace, not just by what I give, but by what I remove. This is not rejection. It's refinement. This is not punishment. It's protection. And when you look back, you'll thank me for the separation. Because what I'm placing in your hands next requires purity around you. You're stepping into weighty things, heavenly things, assignments that shift atmospheres, not just your own life. You are called to influence. You are called to speak. You are called to carry presence. And so, I'm preserving you. No more distractions. No more delay. No more battles you weren't meant to fight. Let my angels handle it. I've already dispatched them. Even now, they surround your dwelling. Even now, they fill your room. Even now, they stand on the corners of your life like flaming sentinels. You are covered. You are guarded. You are safe. The enemy cannot pass the bloodline. Sleep in peace tonight, or rise with clarity tomorrow. You will see things shift quickly now, because I've cleared the way. The resistance is breaking, the fog is lifting, and the glory is moving. You've asked me so many times, why has it taken so long? You've waited, you've fasted, you've held on, even when it felt like nothing was changing. And today I reveal this to you. The delay was never denial. The delay was a setup for something far greater than you expected. You saw the obstacle, but I saw the timing. You felt forgotten, but I was preparing a stage, one you couldn't yet see, because what I'm about to release into your life had to be delayed so that it would last. If I had released it when you asked, your foundation would not have held it. If I had answered too soon, you would have let the wrong people enjoy what I meant only for you. So I waited. Not because you weren't ready, but because I was building something better. Yes, child, better than what you prayed for. You asked me for a door, but I'm building you a gate. You cried out for restoration, but I'm giving you resurrection. Because I'm not just returning what was lost, I'm multiplying it. You will not exit this trial empty-handed. You will not come out with just survival. You're coming out with spoils. You are coming out with wisdom, with depth, with a new oil, born from pain, but scented with power. The enemy thought the delay would make you quit. He thought if he stretched the waiting long enough, you would stop praying, stop trusting, stop believing. But instead, your faith grew sharper. Your discernment deepened. Your praise became warfare. And now, he's terrified. Because nothing confuses the kingdom of darkness like a believer who worships in the dark. A believer who still says amen while bleeding. A believer who says, "Yes, Lord," when the answer hasn't yet come. You've been tested in the wilderness, and now you're coming out with authority. This next move isn't about appearances, it's about anointing. I've stripped away the performance, the need to prove, the desire to be liked, and I'm replacing it with substance, with fire, with vision that pierces through distraction. Yes, this delay was holy. It wasn't a punishment. It was a season of divine consecration. While others ran ahead, I held you back because I was sealing your identity. While others gained followers, I was gaining your heart. And now that I have it fully, I will raise you up in ways they cannot copy, because this next door is not based on popularity. It's based on purity. And child, I see your purity. Even when others misunderstood you, I saw the real you. Even when your motives were questioned, I saw the tears behind your silence. You've walked humbly. You've surrendered what few were willing to. You've chosen obedience over applause. And now, I reward that. Watch what I do in the next 90 days. Watch how the pages begin to turn. Watch how the very thing you almost gave up on suddenly breathes again, suddenly opens, suddenly aligns, suddenly bursts into motion like it was never stuck. It will feel like overnight. But child, I was working on it all along. The seeds you thought were buried, they were planted. And now I call for the harvest. Not a small one, a full one, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. You gave me your patience. Now I give you acceleration. You gave me your heartbreak. Now I give you healing that overflows. You gave me your timeline. Now I give you my perfect timing, flawless and unstoppable. So hold your head up. This is not just the end of delay. This is the beginning of divine delivery. What I promised, I will perform. What I spoke, I will finish. What I began in you, hell cannot stop. You were never forgotten. You were never rejected. You were being prepared. And now, you are ready. My child, I need you to listen carefully now. This moment isn't just about comfort. It's about clarity. Because the warfare that has surrounded you, the confusion, the fatigue, the sudden chaos out of nowhere, it wasn't just life. It was spiritual. It was a targeted, calculated assault on your destiny. But now, I am exposing every hidden enemy, every agent of darkness who crept in unnoticed, every voice that whispered sabotage while smiling to your face, every thought that wasn't yours, but tried to settle in your mind as truth. Yes, I am pulling back the curtain. You felt it, the strange heaviness, the invisible resistance, the emotional weight that didn't make sense. It wasn't your imagination. It was an enemy in disguise. But child, do not fear, because now I'm shining my light on the places where shadows once hid. I will expose the spiritual parasites that drained your joy. I will reveal the schemes that made you feel unworthy. I will uncover the lies that told you you'd never rise again. And when I expose, I also expel. You won't need to fight this battle in your own strength. I am fighting for you. I'm untying the soul ties that kept you bound. I'm dissolving the word curses spoken behind your back. I'm clearing the spiritual debris left by people who only pretended to walk with me. Some of the hardest seasons you faced weren't caused by your mistakes. They were caused by your mantle. The enemy targeted you because he saw what I placed on your life. He recognized the calling even before you did. But hear me now. He failed. He underestimated your endurance. He thought you'd break, but you bent and stood back up. He thought you'd fall away, but you clung to me with trembling faith. And now, I honor that faith. This next chapter of your life will be marked by power. No more surviving in the shadows. No more tiptoeing around your anointing. No more pretending to be small so others feel comfortable. I'm raising you up, not to be worshipped, but to be a carrier of my glory. Your words will carry weight. Your presence will shift atmospheres. Your prayers will pierce through principalities. You are stepping into an identity that hell tried to steal, and I am crowning you with restoration. Yes, a crown of wisdom bought through pain, a crown of strength forged in fire, a crown of favor for the humiliation you endured. I saw what they did, I heard what they said, I felt what you couldn't say out loud. And child, I will repay. For the public shame, I will give you public honor. For the private pain, I will give you private encounters with my presence that no stage can match. For the nights you laid awake in silence, I will give you peace that floods your soul like a river. You are not just recovering, you are rising. And this rise, it will not be quiet. I will speak through you. I will work through you. I will move through you in such ways that even those who doubted you will bow their heads in awe, not in worship of you, but in awe of what I've done through you. You are my sign and wonder, a living testimony, a walking, breathing miracle in progress. And now, I release you into a greater realm of discernment. You will see the enemy's tactics before they form. You will sense manipulation before it speaks. You will feel danger before it arrives. I am sharpening your vision, not just in the spirit, but in the natural. The same people who fooled you once will not fool you again. This time, you will walk in power and wisdom. This time, you will know who is sent and who is not. This time, you won't settle, because now you understand your worth. You've outgrown the places that once made you feel safe. And yes, that may feel uncomfortable, but growth always comes with stretching. I am stretching you for expansion. You prayed to be used. Now I'm enlarging your territory. You asked for my will. Now I'm breaking you out of old patterns so you can walk in it fully. No more cycles, no more delays, no more lies disguised as comfort. I'm setting fire to what held you back, not to destroy you, but to free you. And as the old burns away, a new version of you will arise, an awakened you, a bold you, a healed you, who doesn't flinch at storms or shrink at opposition. Because now you know I am with you. I was with you in the pit. I was with you in the silence. I was with you when no one else was. And I am with you now, as you step into the season I promised. Walk forward, child. I've exposed the enemy. I've secured the victory. Now go claim what belongs to you. The gates are opening, the oil is flowing, and the glory is moving. You were born for this moment, and I prepared it for you. Look around you. Everything is about to change. What once stood still will now surge forward. What once resisted you will begin to yield. What once hurt you will become your testimony of triumph. Because I am not just closing the old chapter, I am ushering you into a new realm of glory. This isn't a small shift, it's not a subtle transition. It is a divine acceleration. A supernatural unveiling of everything I've hidden inside you for such a time as this. You thought you were waiting for me, but I was preparing the earth to receive you. Yes, you carry something it needs. You hold keys that unlock freedom for others. Your scars are becoming signs. Your pain is becoming prophecy fulfilled. I've seen the secret offerings you made when no one was watching. The silent obedience, the inner wrestling, the tears you wept where no one could find you. But I was there, and every moment that felt forgotten is now returning as favor multiplied. This is not just a moment of personal blessing. It's a divine commissioning. You are no longer who you were. The old labels cannot follow you. The past names, failure, overlooked, abandoned, they have no place here. I have renamed you, chosen, anointed, appointed, and now I say, arise. You've been hidden long enough. You've been in the cave. You've sat in silence while others ran. But now I send for you, just like I did for David. I bring you forward, not because of man's approval, but because of my authority. You've passed the test. You endured the wilderness. You walked the valley of shadow and still clung to me. And now promotion is coming from the throne room. You don't need to knock on doors. I will open them. You don't need to chase platforms. I will elevate you. You don't need to explain yourself. I will vindicate you. You were always called, always seen, always marked. The fire didn't destroy you. It refined you. The battle didn't break you. It birthed boldness. The delay didn't deny you. It deepened your roots. And now, I release you into your inheritance. The prayers you forgot, I remember. The dreams you buried, I'm resurrecting. The promises you questioned, I'm fulfilling. But child, listen closely. This season requires a new posture. No more shrinking, no more doubting, no more apologizing for the oil I've placed on your life. You are not too much. You are not behind. You are not broken beyond repair. You are exactly who I chose. And now I equip you fully. I clothe you in light. I arm you with truth. I fill you with power, not fear. The enemy will tremble at your rising. Demons will flee at your voice. Chains will break at your worship, because my spirit is upon you. You won't just speak inspiration. You will release impartation. You won't just survive trials. You will set others free through them. You won't just carry light. You will be light in places that knew only darkness. This is your call to move. Don't wait for the perfect moment. This is the moment. Don't wait for man's permission. You have mine. I walk before you, clearing paths, opening gates, silencing every tongue that rises against you. I walk behind you, covering what you cannot see, guarding your rear, redeeming what tried to follow you. I walk beside you as your shepherd, your defender, your friend. So now, rise in confidence, speak with fire, move in boldness, love without fear, because nothing can harm what I've sealed. Nothing can undo what I've anointed. Nothing can stop what I have started in you. Even now, angels are being dispatched, warring angels, guiding angels, ministering angels, all moving on your behalf. Even now, hearts are being stirred to bless you. Opportunities are shifting toward you. Hidden resources are being released. You've stepped into Kairos time, my divine timeline, where earth collides with heaven. And here's what I need you to know. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are right on time for what I have planned. This is your season of full circle fulfillment. And through it all, I will be with you, in the quiet, in the spotlight, in the battle, in the blessing. Always, I am yours. Always, you are mine. Let the old fall away. Let the new consume you. Let the glory of the Lord rest upon you like never before. And now, one last thing. Like, comment, and subscribe so I can keep sending you the messages that are only for you, and continue blessing you in ways you don't yet see. Because this is only the beginning. The miracle is not just coming. It's already in motion. Stay with me, and I will show you what no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has imagined. What I've prepared is greater than you dreamed. I will be always with you, my child. Amen.